This is the Fox 5 News Block.
Well, a judge just ruled one of the men at the center of that cryptocurrency torture case must remain locked up, while his lawyer argued he should be released. And the city bracing for more potential violence as a rally is taking place a little later in support of a Bronx high school student being held by ICE. Good afternoon, I'm Bianca Peters. Welcome to the News Block. That rally taking place in just under 2 hours in Lower Manhattan. This comes as one congressman in our area says that this morning that he witnessed masked ICE agents detaining immigrants. Let's get right out to Linda Schmidt, who is live in Lower Manhattan with the very latest on all of this. Linda.
Yeah, hi there, Bianca. Well, we're talking about New York Congressman Dan Goldman. He is holding a news conference right now as we speak. It started about 10 minutes ago, and he is going into detail about what he experienced today inside immigration court. He said that he was there to observe what was going on, and he saw ICE agents showing up in masks and detaining migrants who were appearing for their routine court appearances. Now, he says that happened this morning, and he says that should not be happening. Now, this comes right on the heels of a student who was detained by ICE agents when he showed up for his routine court appearance just last week. Go ahead, take a look at this video here. This is a picture of the student we are talking about this afternoon. He is 20-year-old Dylan Contreras. Now, his lawyers say that he fled Venezuela last year and that he turned himself in at the U.S. border at the time through a program created by the Biden administration, and that he was permitted to enter the United States. Now, since he has been here, he has been working, going to school, and living with his mother and two siblings in the Bronx. There was a massive demonstration yesterday here in Lower Manhattan, people in support of Dylan Contreras and demanding his release. Now, what happened was he showed up for a court date last week, his lawyers say, and ICE arrested him. His lawyers also say since the arrest, he has been shuttled around the country to various ICE facilities in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Texas, and Louisiana. In the meantime, as you were talking about there, Bianca, at the top, there is also a rally that is planned for right here behind me in Lower Manhattan. That's going to happen at 5 o'clock tonight. We are going to be seeing immigration advocates here, city council members here, city public advocate Jumaane Williams, as well as the school's chancellor, all calling for Dylan Contreras' release. Back inside to you.
All right, Linda, thank you for the very latest on that. Now to the latest developments in that crypto torture case. A short time ago, a judge remanded and denied bail for John Woltz. The attorney for Woltz requested his client be released on $2 million bond. That attorney also went on to say that Woltz has every intention of fighting this case. Woltz, along with William Duplessis, are accused of kidnapping and torturing an Italian tourist over the course of 3 weeks just to get the victim to give up his Bitcoin wallet passport. The victim was allegedly bound, drugged, shocked with wires, beaten with a firearm, and even dangled over a staircase. Woltz is facing kidnapping and torture charges. Now to the very latest in the sex trafficking trial of Sean Diddy Combs. One of the music mogul's alleged victims took the stand today as a witness. Sean Combs' sons, Quincy, Justin, and Christian, made their way into federal court this morning. A woman identified as Mia began her testimony about her time working as Combs' assistant. She said Diddy sexually assaulted her and used violence to get his way. Mia said Diddy threw her into a swimming pool, dumped a bucket of ice on her head, and slammed her arm onto a door during torturous 8-year tenure that she was with him. Stylist Deonte Nash was cross-examined by the defense on Wednesday. Nash testified that he witnessed Combs assault Cassie Ventura on several occasions. Nash also said Ventura told him that she didn't want to partake in freak-offs, including one on her 29th birthday. Well, developing news now, a federal judge extends a temporary order blocking the Trump administration from revoking Harvard's ability to enroll international students. The judge said that she would leave that order in place until it can be replaced with a preliminary injunction. That extension comes after the Trump administration said it would give the university 30 days to challenge that decision. The Trump administration has been saying that Harvard has failed to maintain a campus environment free of violence and anti-Semitism. And some more breaking news now. A second federal court has blocked the bulk of President Trump's tariffs. It ruled that he did not have the authority to impose them by declaring emergencies over trade deficits and fentanyl. Fox's Rebecca Castor is in Washington with the very latest on how the White House plans to fight back.
My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day, the day that we began to make America wealthy again.
President Trump's plan to supercharge the U.S. economy centered on sweeping tariffs that he announced April 2nd. Many of those have since been paused or lowered as the White House negotiates new trade deals. And now the U.S. Court of International Trade says the president wasn't legally allowed to impose those tariffs in the first place.
This isn't even the same authority that the president used during his first term to implement tariffs. And so I think you're essentially going to see a reversion to those other mechanisms.
It's typically up to Congress to impose tariffs, but Trump used emergency powers to do so, arguing the U.S. is facing an economic crisis. On those grounds, the White House plans to appeal the court's ruling.
We're going to see what happens on appeal, and we're very confident in our success there. Trade law is very complex, and this part of the trade law is the thing that was most accurately used.
Trade talks are ongoing with countries like India, China, Japan, and the EU. And the White House says this ruling will not impact those negotiations, but that remains to be seen. U.S. and global markets appear to like this ruling. Key indexes opened higher this morning with wide-ranging tariffs currently not a threat to businesses. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
Meanwhile, we'll be right back with a major development in the war in Gaza.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? Spectrum is bringing together the streaming apps you love. Plus, live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. All in one place, across your devices. So no matter when or where you are, it's all here. Spectrum.
Welcome back. Now some breaking news. The White House says Israel has accepted a new U.S. proposal for a temporary ceasefire while Hamas is still evaluating. Earlier this week, Trump's Middle East envoy expressed optimism about brokering an agreement to stop the Israel-Hamas war and return more of the hostages captured in the attack that ignited it. In a statement, Hamas said it received that proposal and is reviewing it. Meanwhile, in our area, it was a major groundbreaking taking place in Midtown just a short time ago. Both Governors Hochul and Murphy were on hand to reveal the new Midtown bus terminal. It's located on West 38th Street, right between 9th and 10th Avenues. The main terminal will be more than 2 million square feet, meaning it's going to handle the expected growth of commuters within the terminal. It's also going to include a light-filled atrium entrance, over 3 acres of public space, and street-level restaurants. Governor Hochul says it's a beautiful thing when New York and New Jersey come together.
You don't hear this a lot with respect to New York and New Jersey, but we actually like each other. We're both Irish. We're going to have a beer as soon as we leave here. And that's what was missing, perhaps, Phil. But I'm so proud to be here today with you.
Well, the new terminal will be friendly to the environment. All buses there are going to be electric. Meanwhile, United and JetBlue Airlines announced a new partnership called Blue Sky. That partnership will allow the airlines to sell seats on each other's sites. JetBlue and United customers will be able to earn frequent flyer miles on one another's airlines. There's going to be reciprocal loyalty benefits like priority boarding and room in your seats for travelers with elite status. That partnership begins this coming fall. All right, Knicks fans and the team are hoping that their season does not come to an end tonight. Game 5 will be at 8 tonight in front of their fans at the Garden. The Knicks trail the Eastern Conference Finals against the Indiana Pacers 3-1. So if you don't have a ticket, there is a watch party at Summer Stage in Central Park. Earlier today, we caught up with former Knick John Wallace, who knows what the Knicks have to do to be successful.
It's going to be rocking tonight. The crowd's going to be supporting the team like they have all year. Give them the necessary amount of energy, and the team's got to come out with that necessary amount of vigor and verve to start the game and to complete the game. So I'm looking forward to it.
We now know the winner of the series is going to face the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Finals. Meanwhile, the city marked the grand reopening of the new East River Park today. That park was raised and has raised an additional 8 to 10 feet above sea level as part of the flood protection provided by the Eastside Coastal Resiliency. The $1.45 billion project is creating a flexible flood barrier to protect 110,000 residents and businesses on the Lower East Side from future coastal storms and tidal flooding. This new area includes 6 new regulation tennis courts and 2 new regulation basketball courts. We'll take a live look outside right now on this Thursday. A little dreary out there. Let's bring Liv Johnson for a look at the forecast. Hey, Liv.
Hey, Bianca. Yeah, it's dreary, but at least it's dry right now. We had some rain earlier today, and we definitely had a decent amount of rain yesterday. But for now, it's just going to be cloud cover giving us the main issues. Some morning showers, but that dry afternoon. We do have milder highs. I know it doesn't feel that warm, but a lot of us have crossed back into the 70s, and next week looks a lot better. So we are a little bit warmer than yesterday. That's the good news. It still doesn't look great out there, but we're looking at a degree difference of about 5 to 10 throughout the tri-state. So 63 in New York, but a little warmer in New Jersey, 67 for Newark, 68 for Trenton. We have 60 for Long Island, 66 for Hartford right now, and 67 up in the Hudson Valley. Not very strong winds either, between about 0 to 7 miles per hour, so definitely calm down significantly on that factor. So the past 24 hours, again, pretty significant amount of rainfall, about half an inch when you round everything up through the tri-state, but a little less if you were up in the Hudson Valley and Hartford. But we all have some more rain on the way. So rest of the afternoon, just expect those clouds to stick around. We'll see temperatures in the 60s and even some in the 70s. Overnight, it starts to get even more cloudy. We'll see some rain move in Friday morning, so your commute might be a little messy, a little wet, but at least the temperatures will be mild in the upper 50s or low 60s to start your day. Then most of your Friday afternoon will be dry, and again, we'll go back up into the 60s and 70s before more evening rain. I'd say about 8 p.m. That's when we start to get in the danger zone. We'll have some showers, and at time it's going to be heavy. It could bring a couple thunderstorms as well. That rain will last pretty much all night, kind of becomes sparse through the overnight hours, but then some more rain Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon. So unfortunately, Saturday looks like it's just kind of a time where we have some scattered showers here and there. Lows tonight, 60s and 50s. Tomorrow back up into the 70s. Sunday clears up quite nicely, though, a high of 70 and breezy, but plenty of sunshine. And the next week looks amazing. 70s on Monday, Tuesday, going up into the 80s. By Wednesday. Bianca?
All right, not too bad for 84 next week. We just have to get through that rain.
Yeah.
All right, Liv, thanks so much. Well, that's your news block for now. I'm Bianca Peters. Thanks for joining us. Tune into the 5 o'clock news on Fox 5 and right here on Fox Local for all the day's news as it develops. We'll see you back here tomorrow.